Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel today, all things accounting. What we're going to be examining today is the absorption costing method to inventory. So stay right there and we'll get through this together. So there are a couple of ways of valuing inventory and cost of goods sold. Usually the two main methods would be absorption costing and variable costing. So let's, in this tutorial, examine what absorption costing is and go through a numerical example. So on here, I have the definition of absorption costing. It's a costing method that includes all manufacturing costs. So that includes direct materials, direct labor, variable cost or variable overhead, and fixed cost or fixed overhead in the cost of a unit product. So it's also known as full costing method because again, it's full costing. You're taking into account all the different types of costs that both variable and fixed costs and fixed overhead that will come into play in producing one unit of product. So, in other words, this absorption costing treats all cost of production as product cost. So regardless of whether they're fixed or variable. So here I will run through a numerical example just to express how absorption costing really works. So if we have these facts here, let's say for example, the number of units produced each year for, let's say, ABC company, manufacturing company, is 6,000 units. Now, variable cost per unit. So variable cost meaning that the more you produce, the more cost that you incur. So it varies with the number of units produced. So direct materials per unit is $2. Direct labor is $4. Variable manufacturing overhead is $1. And variable selling, general, and administrative costs are $3. Now, fixed costs per year, here fixed manufacturing overhead is $30,000 and fixed selling, general, administration cost is $10,000. So here, let's just say that we want to calculate what the cost is going to be per unit under absorption costing. So if we look at this, we can calculate what are the different components that we will have to account for under absorption costing. So we know that direct materials we have to account for, so that's $2. There's direct labor that we will account for as well, and that's $4. So far we have this one and this one. Now variable manufacturing overhead, so variable manufacturing overhead, we will account for that as well. Because remember, under absorption costing, I'll repeat, is that it takes into account all manufacturing costs. So if that's the case, the total of all this here is $7. That's the total, that would account for the total variable production cost. Now, because it accounts for all costs, that would also include the fixed manufacturing overhead, okay, that's incurred. Now, to calculate that based upon a per unit basis, so let's just write this down, fixed manufacturing overhead, so we would have to take the total for the whole year of $30,000 divided by the total number of units produced of 6,000 units. So that would yield $5 per unit. So the unit production costs would therefore be $12 per unit under absorption costing method. So I hope this little tutorial helps on trying to explain what absorption costing is and what type of categories. Here, notice that variable selling, general and administrative costs and fixed selling and general and administrative, because they are not related to the manufacturing aspect of unit production costs, they are not included in it. The variable manufacturing and the fixed manufacturing are, because they are part of the manufacturing process. So I hope this little example helps. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel. Please click that bell notification icon so you're always up to date on the new tutorials that I'll be posting, and hit that like button. Until next time, take care.